Hello everyone, thanks for checking out the channel. If you like this video, please remember to like, and if you subscribe, be sure to comment below. I reply to every comment. In the waning days of the 18th century, a time when the world was still a realm of uncharted wonders and unsolved mysteries, I, Alexander Thorne, a humble scholar with an insatiable thirst for knowledge, found myself entangled in a web of danger and fascination. It was the year 1787, and the air held a crispness that hinted at the approaching autumn. On that fateful morning, a whispered rumor led me to a dilapidated alchemist's workshop hidden away on the outskirts of a quaint European village. As I cautiously stepped inside the musty chamber, the air was thick with the scent of ancient tomes, dried herbs, and forgotten potions. Dust motes danced in the slanting rays of sunlight that filtered through the cracked windows, giving the room an otherworldly ambiance. The creak of the old wooden floor underfoot seemed to echo the centuries of secrets held within these walls. Shelves lined the walls, laden with curious vials and arcane artifacts. Faded parchments, their ink blurred by time's passage, adorned the walls like cryptic tapestries. My eyes, however, were drawn to a particularly intriguing parchment mounted above a rickety wooden table. Its edges were frayed, and the ink had faded to a pale brown, but its words promised untold wonders. The creation of a being known as a chimera, a creature of myth and legend, born of fantastical combinations. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, I began deciphering the text. The script was ornate, the language archaic, but as I pieced together the fragmented phrases, a sense of both awe and unease washed over me. The diagrams and incantations before me hinted at the melding of creatures into a single, fearsome entity, a chimera capable of striking terror into the hearts of men. Unbeknownst to me, my thirst for knowledge had set in motion events that would forever alter the course of my life. As I pored over the cryptic instructions, the very air in the chamber seemed to grow heavy with anticipation. It was then that I heard it, a low, guttural growl that seemed to emerge from the very walls themselves. The sound reverberated through me, sending a shiver down my spine that I could not suppress. I turned slowly, every fiber of my being quivering with a primal fear I had never known before. And there, before me, stood the manifestation of my fears, the chimera itself. It was a grotesque amalgamation, a monstrous fusion of a lion's powerful body, a serpent's sinuous tail, and a goat's head crowned with twisted horns. Its eyes, blazing like twin embers, held an unnatural intelligence that chilled me to my core. Paralyzed by a mixture of terror and awe, I watched as the chimera's serpent tail whipped through the air, blocking my path to the door. Its goat head let out a bellowing cry that reverberated through the chamber, echoing the very fear that had taken hold of me. I was trapped, a mere mortal ensnared in the presence of a creature that defied reason and nature. Desperation became my ally as I fought to overcome the grip of fear that held me captive. My gaze fell upon the cluttered table, and with trembling hands, I reached for the nearest vial, a delicate container filled with a luminescent liquid of iridescent blue. The alchemical concoction had been prepared by hands long turned to dust, its purpose shrouded in mystery. Summoning all the courage I could muster, I hurled the vial at the chimera. It shattered upon impact, releasing a brilliant burst of light that seemed to transcend the confines of the physical world. Time itself seemed to pause, the air crackling with magic as the very fabric of reality trembled. In that fleeting, suspended moment, I saw the threads of magic twist and bend, each strand a delicate dance between creation and destruction. The chimera let out a piercing shriek, a sound that resonated with the sheer agony of unraveling existence. Its forms, once so horrifically conjoined, began to unravel like a tapestry unraveled by unseen hands. The lion's body, the serpent's tail, the goat's head, all dissolved into nothingness, leaving behind only echoes of their monstrous union. When the light finally receded, I found myself standing alone in the alchemist's chamber, the scent of burnt magic lingering in the air like a melancholic perfume. The chimera had vanished. The abomination returned to the shadows from whence it had emerged. The very ground upon which it had stood seemed to bear the scars of its presence, a testament to the otherworldly encounter that had transpired. I stumbled back out into the village, my heart still racing, my breath still labored. The world beyond the workshop seemed to have regained its ordinary hue, but I carried with me the indelible mark of an extraordinary experience. The knowledge I had sought, the forbidden secrets of creation, had nearly cost me my life. In the years that followed, I would often find myself haunted by the memory of that encounter. A reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved, and some creatures are better left untouched in the realms of the unknown. And, as for me, I remained forever changed, a witness to the boundary where curiosity and danger converge, a boundary that had, for a fleeting moment, allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of the universe itself.